Anything goes, but don't go with me. If you hear talk, stay silent.
2000, you had an amazing year, huge success, exactly what you wanted with the album, etc. But there were some bad things as well. If you wanted to change anything from the year 2000, what would you change?
If I could change something from the year 2000, I don't think I'd change a thing. I think everything fell into place right as it should. The good and the bad, you know. Maybe some things in my personal life I would have changed, you know. My little legal problems back home, which I can't really discuss, but maybe that. But other than that, everything else fell right into place. Everybody who I thought I was gonna piss off with this album, I pissed off. Everything everything went according to plan, I guess you could say. But,
okay, but like when people say that, like you, for instance, like, you know, you challenge notions of respectability and responsibility and mainstream entertainment and that, does that mean anything to you, or do you care? You're just doing what you do? Like breaking down barriers to a point.
I just do what I do. I don't believe, as far as like you have your boy bands and your Britney Spears and your NSYNCs that want to be role models to kids and things like that, which is cool, or whatever, but you know, that's their business, but that's not real, and that's not how the world is. I would rather get in front of a camera and not change anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From that room that I walked into this room, not change the way I act, the way I talk, or anything. I'd rather just be myself no matter where I'm at, you know what I mean? No matter who's listening or who's watching or whatever. I don't necessarily consider myself an exception to the rule or whatever, like, you know, white people can rap or white people are supposed to, or whether they are or they're not or whatever. But I do believe that I'm one in a million probably.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who I don't know, who do it like I do it. You know what I'm saying?
But what about who it is that you are? If Eminem is the nice guy, if Marshall Mathers is the regular guy, if Slim Shady is the nastier guy or whatever, I mean, do you use Slim Shady as something which is an excuse that you can hide behind some of the things that people might accuse you of, or do you feel that you had to get revenge on the world in some way?
I used to use Slim Shady as an excuse, but now, the older I get and the more mature I get, I guess if you could consider me mature at all. When I first thought of the name Slim Shady, it was originally from my group, D12. We had called it the Dirty Dozen back then, and when we were all solo artists, that was our dream, to be solo artists, but we also wanted to rap in a group too.
Yeah.
So that's what we were gonna call it, was Dirty Dozen. And when we rapped with the group, we decided, okay, everybody's gonna have aliases. Everybody's gonna have different names they go by. Like Proof is gonna be Dirty Harry, and Denon is gonna be the con artist, and Eminem is gonna be Slim Shady. That was my name, my alias for that group. And then I just happened to be the first person to get the deal out of the group with Dre, and then just came back and got everybody. And Slim Shady was like such a, like, it was fun to kind of build this character up, this whole persona or whatever, and just do and say whatever I wanted to do and say at first, and then it became just like something inside of me that was like, yo, this is like me all the time.
Are you annoyed with the fact that the bigger the success you've had, the more it's hurt your family in some ways? Or just hey, goes with the territory, that's just who I am? These albums are honest, hard look.
That's a hard question to answer. Am I annoyed at the fact?
Well, you know, like the more success you've had, the more it seems to have hurt your family in some ways. But this is who you are. This is what you've done. Like,
right. It's like you got it. Like always with anything, you got to take the good with the bad. You know, you might. I understand that the level of success that I'm at doesn't happen to everybody every day. But like, you know, there's new problems you're gonna have with everything. If it wasn't my success and I was still trying to look for a job or working a dead-end job and didn't have no money to eat with, it would be those kind of problems that I would have, those type of family problems. How are we gonna feed Haley? How are we gonna raise her? How are we gonna stay together? How are we gonna pay our rent? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So it would be, so now it's new problems. It's like, money's not the problem. Now it's different things.
Of course.
Other people interfering in our lives and our business and like that. So You got to take the good with the bad. I mean, at the end of the day, man, all these sacrifices that I'm making are for Haley.
Right.
You know, nobody in my family really became anything, did anything with themselves. Everybody, you know, grew up to be on welfare or grew up to live, you know, low-income housing and shit like that. So nobody really became anything, and which was where I was headed too.
Sure.
But as soon as I became something, it's kind of like a broke family and somebody in the family hits a lottery. Now everybody comes around, they want something.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that's gonna happen with anybody, but especially my family. If you knew my family and some of the things that I really go through personally when I get home, it's crazy. It's crazy and it's not normal.